Hey guys, Hikan's here with another Dragonflight Goldmaking guide. It's Monday, the last day of week 3, and tonight we'll be taking a look at my mailboxes to talk about what I did to make millions of gold this past week. They did add a couple of new methods of gold making with the release of the raid and Mythic Plus season starting. One method is still relatively unknown, and it made me millions of gold in the first couple of days, as I was the first or one of the first to get it set up, even on the full pop realms like Area 52 and Tychondrius. If you caught one of my Twitch streams this past week, you probably know what I'm talking about, as I did get it set up on a couple of different realms during the streams. Anyways, I'm very excited to loot all of my gold from my mailboxes, so let's get started. Starting out on my hunter today, which is my horde main, we are still selling loads of the crimson signets and amulets every day. On this tune, I did also level up my cooking and have been making amazing gold by selling the Faded Fortune cookies. Originally got the recipe for the hunter since it is the personal food that I use in keys. Also saw that it was profitable as I have many of the crafters that I need to shuffle all the mats, and decided to start selling it. Still have a few ideas on how to optimize it, so I'll likely be working on that later today on stream. On this tune, we have 4 pages to loot. First page has a little bit over 500,000, and we have 1.37 in our bags. Did also go primordial for my leatherworking, so I've been selling the Fang adornments. Small amount of profit there, nothing too amazing. A lot of small cells, but they do add up. Alright, we got a little bit over 1 million on this tune. Total gold gain was 1.06 million, putting us up to 2.4 million on this tune. Checking my monk next, which is my alliance main. Still doing the same thing as my hunter and selling the jeweled signets and amulets. Also did get my cooking leveled up here as well, using the fortune cookie recipe. I did sell those off, but I haven't crafted any more since then. Plan was get into Laria crafting on both realms, but the recipes have been too expensive on both realms. Hoping that the prices drop, as I did hear that they fixed the bug. So they should be dropping off of the right mobs and at a much higher rate. I think we started with a little bit over 1 million in our bags. And I think we had like a little bit over 5 pages. Very surprised that we sold this many rings in next, even in week 3. So those are the fortune cookie sales from a couple days ago. Total gold collected here was a little bit over 1.4 million. We're on another hunter, but this one is on Tichondrius, one of my full pot realms. On this realm, the majority of our gold came from selling the new Crimson trinkets that came out on Tuesday. I have it set up on 8 realms with plans to expand to 6 more realms this week, as it's something that you can set up on any level 60 with inscription, and the recipes are easy to get. On this turn, we have a 491k mailbox and a little bit over 3.3 million in our bags. Show you guys where to get the recipes in just a second. Not many people know about these recipes since it is visible only to scribes, and they added it on Tuesday. All 3 recipes can be found on Fieldmaster Emberath in the PvP building, which is located just west of the Seat of the Aspects.
Right. Straight to business.
Just need to be on the scribe, and you can see the recipes on the last page. Each of them costs 3 awakened ires, so you'll need to come here with 9 to buy all 3. It's definitely another easy gold maker to craft on your scribe. We have a similar setup on Area 52. Had 233k here, and I actually spent all of that to get my inscription leveled up on this tune, and also to craft a bunch of the trinkets on Wednesday morning. We have already looted, looks like around 45k in sales. But we do also have 755k in our mailbox, and you can see most of that is from the trinkets that we've been selling here. Very nice return on our investment, as we probably made like a little bit over $500,000. One thing I need to add is I've done 0 cancel scanning on these realms as well. I just crafted the trinkets and threw them up on the auction house. Gonna go ahead and loot these sales. This is one of my low pops where I only have 1 competitor. I was the only one selling for most of the week, and managed to get a couple sells from between 30k all the way up to 50k. I actually had these up for 100k the first day, but they didn't sell. So I lowered my price down to 50, and we managed to get a sale on, I think that would be like Wednesday or Thursday. A couple of sales over the weekend as well. I am down to 3 trinkets though, so I will need to do a bit of restocking on this realm. And yeah, I can just use the profits from this to buy all the mats. This is another realm where I'm doing rings, necks, and trinkets. Prices are getting kind of low, but still profitable. You can see the trinkets a few days ago were sitting at around 13k. It's between 11 and 13k. Might have some bigger sales on the later pages. There's a 20k sale on trinket. So emblem sale at 23.7. Looks like that was our biggest sale in this realm for the trinket. Total gain was 735k on this realm. Here's another one of my realms where I'm doing just trinkets. Not very many sells, but we did sell quite a few in the last 4 days. Easy 214k mailbox with 0 cancel scans. Just listing and forgetting on this realm as well. This is a jewel crafter on the same realm. Just selling the signets and amulets. We have 2.5 pages in sales, a little bit over 200k on page 1, and 1.44 million in our bags. Looks like we sold a couple of Dragon Rider pieces. Those are just flips. And some Crafters Mark IV gear as well for 10k. I actually raised my prices on those this past week. Was listing them for 5k, so I raised my price to 10k. Total gold looted was 691k here. Finishing off with my 4 main bankers. Here's the first one, doing mostly Crimson gear as well as Darkmoon decks. My strat hasn't changed for the Darkmoon decks, just buying the cards if the prices look good. Combining the cards to make a deck and then selling the decks at a profit. Had a couple of nice sells on the Infernos this week. Right around 100k. And I got a bunch of the cards when they were, I think, down to like 50 or 60k. I think it was like last weekend. So we made some nice profit on those. But we have a little bit over 1 million on page 1. 1.5 million in our bags. Looted a little bit under 1.8 million on this realm. Here's my second banker. Had 743k sales on page 1. Pretty decent sales. Did have one big sale on T-Boos. The new T-Boos for 150k. Had a bunch of nice sales on the trinkets as well in this realm for 15k. Or 14.25 after the auction house cut. Looks like we sold the legendary base as well. Shadow Gas Helm for 15k. Might actually start doing trinkets on this realm. Prices looked actually really good. So I'll buy a couple of aces tonight and just combine them with the other cards and throw them up on the auction house. Getting close to gold cap again on this banker. We actually only looted 874k on this tune. But that did put us at a little bit under 8.5 million. So we just need another 1.4 and we'll gold cap this banker again. Here's our third banker. Had a couple of legendary sales here as well. Quite a few pieces actually compared to our other realms. Just stuff I had left over from last expansion. Might be a 262. But other than that, it's mostly crimson sales here. Gold collected was 714k. Here's our last crimson banker. Did a little bit under 580k. Selling a lot of trinkets here as well. Had one really nice sell on the insignia of alacrity. Managed to sell one yesterday, it looks like, for 38k. We'll probably need to do a big restock tomorrow. I do need to adjust my operations a bit. So I'll probably do that before stream and then maybe do the restock during stream. Have great voltage check in the morning as well. Should have one on the hunter, my monk, and my warrior. $579k collected. Put us over 2 million on this tune. Completely forgot about this realm. Set up a couple days ago. Now we have 142k here. I think it cost me around 60k to get set up on this realm. That's going to be it for today's video. We are going strong, as it's the third week in a row since launch we've had 10 million gold or more from our mailboxes. Most of that has been profit, as I've chosen to stick to high velocity markets and doing crafts with big margins. I would love to finish off the month with another 10 mil plus week. If you would like to follow along, I will be streaming more gold making this week over on my Twitch channel. Link can be found down below. As always, thank you all for watching, and thank you to Nish, Lachlan, and Maura for your support over on Patreon. Hope you guys all have a great reset and week, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Late.